Welcome to tonight's regional news. Coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, National Security Minister Stuart Young has announced that from Monday, the government of Trinidad and Tobago will implement a visa system for Venezuelans wishing to come to Trinidad and Tobago. The minister made the announcement at a news conference in Port of Spain at the end of the Venezuelan registration process. The visas will be issued by the embassy in Caracas, Venezuela, and the only Venezuelans who will be allowed to enter the legal ports of entry will be those with visas. Until now, Venezuelans were free to travel the country on holiday and business without the requirement of visas for as long as 90 days. The minister says the policy will now be able to determine who is allowed to come into the country via the visa policy. The minister said initial figures suggest that over 15,000 persons registered. We turn now to Jamaica. A man said to be a member of the notorious Klansman gang was yesterday shot dead while traveling in a taxi on Wellington Street in the old capital. The driver was also killed. There were unconfirmed reports that the alleged gangster, whose name was not released by police, was released from prison where he was serving time for a robbery he committed in downtown Kingston. The shooting, which took place approximately 12:40 p.m., sent bystanders, which included students, scampering for cover. Up to 2 hours after the shooting, the bodies of the two men were still at the scene. The driver of the vehicle was slouched over the steering wheel, while the passenger's body was seen a few meters away with several spent shells close by. It would appear that the passenger tried to escape his killers, but was unlucky as they still managed to cut his life short. And in Barbados, Barbados's acute nursing shortage could soon be a thing of the past. Thanks to the government of the Republic of Ghana, the island should soon have more than enough registered nurses to fill the void that has been a bugbear for the medical health sector for decades. The good news was revealed after the Prime Minister Mia Mottley and President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, held talks yesterday for more than 2 hours in Liara Court, the Prime Minister's official residence. The count could be up to 400 Ghanaian nurses on Barbadian soil within the next year, as negotiations for the extra help are expected to be ramped up from the late June in the large West African nation. With Ghanaians no longer requiring visas to enter Barbados, the process is also expected to be smoother. And finally, in Jamaica, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has rejected claims that his administration is moving to introduce same-sex marriages through the back door. We hear many talks in this society about how we define gender and sexuality in our country, said Holness at a Father's Day picnic at the office of the Prime Minister in St. Andrew yesterday. Pointing to a clause in the Trust Bill, Brown challenged its definition of personal relationship and argued that it was unconstitutional as the Constitution only recognized marriages between one man and one woman. I have a big concern about this personal relationship and what we are about to let in. I can't support this definition in this bill. I am asking the government to reconsider this definition in the light of the Constitution, he said. While not referencing Brown's comment directly, Holness vowed that he would not be distracted from his goal of reducing poverty, building the economy, and ultimately providing more jobs for the people of Jamaica. The Prime Minister further declared that his administration will not be distracted by issues that will not add to the economic progress, the creation of jobs, or economic growth. Holness closed by appealing to Jamaican fathers to recommit to playing a greater role in the lives of their boys and to ensure that they do not deviate from the right path. Amel Griffith reporting for HGP Nightly News.